A couple of weeks ago, I made one of my best videos ever. I showed how I made my home server, but there was a couple of issues with it, and the one that stood out the most was actually how you would make it. How did I get it to work? How? So, in this video today, I'm going to show you how you can get an old laptop or a computer and install it so you can make a home server just like mine. So to start, what you're going to need is a host. This is what your main operating system will run on. Now, this can be pretty much anything, a computer, a laptop, or anything in between. Now, there are some requirements like Ethernet, which I would really recommend because they don't work well with Wi-Fi, and USB 3 for fast access to your drives, or you can use SATA depending on. Now, TrueNAS does have their own recommended spec sheet, but I find it to be a little bit inaccurate even if you're just starting out, and it's only for yourself. So what I recommend is this table here, just follow it. Honestly, specs don't really matter from where you're beginning. 4 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM will be plenty, and a decent CPU. Now, one thing that is required is an SSD as a boot drive. Just don't use a hard drive unless you really can't use one. So, for this first segment, all you're going to need is your USB flash drive. So, you're going to want to start by going over to rufus.ie. This is the actual software that you'll use to burn your operating system. Other options are Balena Etcher and Gparted. Now, I just use the top one here and it works perfect. Then, you're going to want to go TrueNAS Scale Download and click just the first link that comes up. Then, all you're going to want to do is just scroll straight through all this and go to the bottom. Click I've already signed up and get the middle option or the most new one that's not in beta. Trust me, it'll be more stable. Then you're going to want to get your flash drive ready, make sure it's ready properly and put it into Rufus. Now it will automatically select, but if you have multiple, click the drop down at the top. Then once you've selected your operating system, write it in ISO image mode because it's just better and click OK. Acknowledge the warning and let it go. Now I'm not going to emphasize on this for too long just for the people who don't really care about this, but in the video I 3D printed out an enclosure and all I really did was make a 200 by 200 box by roughly measuring out my motherboard size and just printed that out. I also made a small lid that'll just slide onto the top of it. But if you are kind of in this predicament where you want to build something but you don't have, wait, PCBWAY? Is that the sponsor of today's video? This video is sponsored by PCBWAY, and what I want to start by saying is that PCBWAY are really what I call the everything company. This is what I mean. To start, they provide prototyping, assembly, FPC, rigid flex, advanced PCBs, CNC, 3D printing, and stenciling. All of this in one service. Going over to the PCB fabrication, we can really see the subcategories they provide. You can change color, width, layer count, etc. All, again, in all of these different types of material. Heading on over to their CNC page, you can see that they provide all of this with quality assurance, IP protection, and quick deliveries. With every single finish ever. And right now you can enter this KiCad contest, where you design the future and build it for real. Winners get amazing gifts, and participants also get a Pi Pico 2, just for signing up. That's it. And if you don't know how to design PCBs, there's a whole forum page where you can buy other people's projects and everything for it. Like, look at this little robot. You can buy the centralized PCB for it directly from their fabrication services. How cool is that? So, what are you waiting for? Head on over to PCBWAY now and use the link in my description. Now, back to the video. So, once you've done all of that, you're going to want to go over to your host and put in your USB drive. This will just allow it to boot into the operating system. Then, turn it on and click your BIOS key. This will vary from brand to brand, usually one of the F keys. Now, go into the BIOS, go to boot options, and go down to where it says boot order, and put USB drive up to the top using F5 and F6 typically. Now, see here it says secure boot, you're going to want to disable that. Then, once you reboot, it should boot straight into the USB drive and you can continue with the install. Now, depending on your system, it might take a while to boot, so just please be patient, don't turn it off unless it's not working. Then you're going to be met with this screen. What you're going to want to do is select your boot drive that you want to install the operating system onto, accept all the warnings, set an admin password. I just do admin and admin, not secure at all. You can pick your own, and it'll start formatting and installing everything. So then it'll be finished. Pretty simple. And all you can do then is just enter, reboot, go down to the reboot option or shut down and turn it on again. Click OK and just take out the boot drive. And you're done. That's it. Everything is finished. Now, this is where you'll need Ethernet. As you can see, it says the web interface can't be accessed. So obviously you're going to need that Ethernet port at this stage. Now, while you can use Wi-Fi, it is configurable. Not all devices are supported. So I really just recommend getting Ethernet. You'll get most speeds and it'll just be much easier to configure. It's pretty simple. Once you see a light when it's plugged in, that means you're going good and you can connect to your web interface. And there you go. That's your TrueNAS server. Whatever password you set up, you can enter. So this is it. That's how you can install TrueNAS on an old host computer. Now, what I would recommend doing is just looking online for more stuff to install, and I'm not going to show that in this video just because I have stuff to do and I'm really busy and I don't have the time to do it, and I'm sorry, but that's just that. So, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.